I'm like Spike Lee.
All right, my man. State your name and let them know you on Nickavelli TV.
Nickavelli TV. This is June.
All right,
Little
June, man.
Bug,
Talk
right?
to me, baby. Now, June Bug, you got a history, man. You say you used to play with the great who?
No, I didn't play with them. They were older than me. Earl Manigault and, you know, well, my brother-in-law is Herman Helicopter.
Okay, from the Rucker
right
Park.
From the Rucker Park, and Joe Hammond and them. You
Okay.
know? So I watched when I was too young for that.
Okay.
At that time. So I went to the Rucker, and then we played with the Minis.
Okay.
You know, on 145th Street, and other tournaments that had at Millbank and also at Marcus Garvey Park. Okay?
All right, enough
that's
said,
that.
enough
Well,
said.
you-
Now, we going to talk some Knick basketball. You a Knick
Yeah,
fan.
that's what we talking about.
Oh, great. How long you been a Knick fan?
Forever.
All
Since
right.
I was a kid. You know?
All right, so who was your favorite player
Well,
growing up?
Clyde Frazier, Earl Monroe. I was in that era with Dick Barnett, Willis Reed, and what's his name? Jack Knight, shooter, Dick Barnett. Come on, that's
Talk
it.
to me about these players. Let's start with Dick Barnett. How was his game?
Barnett was a pure shooter. He was there before Clyde. When Clyde came, he was the extension to the team. And when they drafted Dave the Busher from Detroit, he and they had Bill Bradley. Bradley, pure shooter, get him on the side, and the corner is automatic. Willis Reed was their #1 center. He played against yours truly, the Big Dipper, Will Chamberlain.
Now, when you talk about
and
Willis,
Bill Russell.
okay, now when you talk about Willis Reed,
Right.
right? Comparing his game to that of Patrick Ewing, is there any comparison?
It's a different era. Pat didn't play too much down low. Pat came in when the big centers started playing. To me, started shooting. Most of the centers back with Will and Willis and Bill Russell. Those centers played down in the hole. You know, they play underneath the baskets. They'll take a hook or a dunk shot and they block shots. You was a guard and you wasn't nice, you wasn't going in there. Believe that. I'm looking at when.
So you say that to say what? That Patrick Ewing
Well,
didn't?
Patrick didn't play too much in the hole. He played in the hole, but he also stepped out, and he could take a 15-footer, a 20-footer. Now you start seeing him and that Luke. What's his name?
For the
retired.
Mavericks?
Yeah, with the Mavericks, he just retired. During that time, they centers started shooting. Ralph Sampson back then, they started shooting 20 and 30 footers. So the centers no longer. The game changed.
Hey, you think Patrick Ewing was the reason that the game changed?
Patrick was good because he was versatile. He could play in the hole and he could play outside. So the Knicks changed in that era. But remember, none of them won a championship except for Willis Reed, Earl Monroe, or Clyde Frazier, Bill Bradley, Dave the Busher, Mike Reardon, all of them. They the only ones. They won it in 71 and in 73. And they never won a championship again. Where we at now? Where we at now? 2019. Now we was promised to get, or was looking promised to get, Kevin Durant. What happened? Brooklyn wasn't even on the set at that time. Now what happened? We lost him to Brooklyn.
Now, are you aware that Kevin Durant is hurt with torn Achilles?
Yeah, but he gonna be a year and a half off. Yeah.
All right,
And
so
then when he come back, he's gonna be older. He may not be the same player.
all right, so there you go.
Still,
That's why we ain't
fine.
signed. Now, check this out. Don't act like I'm not gonna act like I told my viewers that Nickavelli did not want Kevin Durant. I wanted him. You know what I'm saying? I had to eat crow when I found out. You gotta look this way, bro.
Yeah.
I had to eat crow when I found out that he went to the Brooklyn Nets. I don't even like the Nets in the city of New York, man. I don't like
cool
it.
with us having a second team. You know that's cool because we used to have the Nets used to be in Nassau Coliseum originally. And remember when the doctor came?
Okay.
That was good. I was hoping we get him, but we didn't get him. But I was satisfied with him winning here in the Nets.
All
And,
right.
you know, that was fine.
All right.
And then we lost them and they went to New Jersey, but they were still a New York team.
Okay.
So, and you know, New York, you know, it's so nice. You name it twice. So we always got two teams. So we the Mecca.
Okay.
So you're gonna always have the Nets. You're gonna always have the Knicks.
Correction.
So if
The Knicks is the Mecca.
That's fine.
We're in the heart of
That's fine.
Harlem, baby.
But if the Nets take over, I'm good with that.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
good
Enough
with that.
said. Enough
It's
said.
just like the Giants and the Jets.
Okay.
It's just like the Mets and the Giants.
All right. All right. We're gonna move on, man.
So that's
We
cool.
gonna move it. We gonna move
We in
on.
New York. We deserve to have two.
Okay. How you feel about Chris Porzingis no longer being with the Knicks? He left.
Who?
Chris Porzingis.
Yeah.
He left because he didn't get the offer he thought he
Not
was
only
worth.
that, you got to bring players around. Remember when what's his name was? I just met him over there a couple of when he was with the Knicks. What's his name? We just lost him.
Carmelo?
Carmelo Anthony. Right.
Talk to me.
Right. Now I was with Carmelo. I had a few pictures of me and Carmelo too. But they brought people around them. They built the house. It starts in the front office. The front office don't know how to put them things together. Boom. Now remember when Phil Jackson used to play on the Knicks when they won the championship.
Talk to
He
me
was
about
a
his
good-
game. How he played?
He ain't had no real game. He was a sub guy. He ain't no real game. And he ain't really a bad coach. I told everybody, he come to the Knicks and try to go, he gonna mess them up. He coached the Bulls because the Bulls was already a bad team. So how much coaching you had to do? How much coaching you had to do? All them guys was bad. You understand? I said, let him build a team and watch. What do you do? Come in to the Knicks with the front office? Couldn't even build a team. Couldn't even get a right coach. They should have got
Mark Jackson?
Mark Jackson.
Talk to me about Mark Jackson.
Nobody wants to understand. That's another native New Yorker. And they didn't get him. And Mark played good. He wasn't great, but he was a bad player. And a coach, he's a better coach. He's a better. Look at the championship team over there on the West Coast. How did they get formed? Who built that team?
Talking about
Come on,
Golden
let's be
State
real.
Warriors.
Golden State. Let's be real. Who did it?
Mark Jackson. And they gave the credit to Steve Kerr.
But you know, to me, no, they ain't giving it to Steve Kerr.
Well, Steve Kerr got
came
some
in.
rings.
It's just like going with Chicago. You already had the team built. How much you had to coach? Steve Kerr don't do too much coaching. Them boys know what to do. They know. And when you're on the sideline, like when we played, coach ain't do too much. We knew when to put ourselves in.
Right.
You understand? They ain't put us in. We knew when to put ourselves in. We knew. We'll wave and tell when we need a break. And we tell them, I got to go back in. Come on, let's be real.
Now, speaking of Carmelo, you all know his situation, right? Nobody want to pick him up.
He's with Golden State now. From
No,
what I
he's not.
understand. Oh,
He's not with no team.
Okay. I thought
He was all over. He was on the Houston Rockets. He was on Golden
Right,
State.
right,
he was on
right.
Chicago Bulls.
They messed him up.
He's
man.
bouncing, and all his troubles came about when Phil Jackson came to the Knicks
Exactly.
as the team president.
There you go.
Then after that, shit went downhill.
He was
for
gonna
him.
leave them, but he convinced him to stay, and then they didn't build around him. He could have. They could
Now-
have won something.
Now the Knicks is trying to pick him up. Do you think that would be a good look? Would you want to see Carmelo Anthony retire as a Knick?
I would like that, but he won't get no ring. It's too late. He's older. You don't have the players around him. So all you're doing is probably just giving him a check. You understand? And you're gonna burn them out. Every time people come to the Knicks that are great, if they don't have other players around them, they ruin them. I mean, he could retire. He's all right. But to come to the Knicks, you ain't gonna see the same guy. Look who he's playing with. Maybe a younger guy, that's fine. You understand? But you still don't have enough to build around him. You
Okay.
don't have enough.
Okay.
So what you're going to do is mess his game up. You see when he went to Houston, it's not that he don't have a game. He got a game. But
Yeah, he
didn't
got a
fit
game.
in. You see what I'm saying?
No,
And then
nobody. I don't know. He just got a bad
the
rap.
Nuggets
now,
in New York, and they was building around him. He's in his prime, and you had players. They messed that up. Now you got to have a good coach. And they
Now,
didn't have the
not
good
only
coach.
did Kevin Durant, we're gonna talk about back with the free agency.
Mm-hmm.
Not only did we didn't get Kevin Durant, we also didn't get Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, Kyrie
Irving is
both
another
with the-
one
They
that-
both with the Brooklyn, right?
Yeah. So, do you think Kevin Durant didn't come to the Knicks because he was scared of the pressure? Because ain't no fans like New York Knicks fans, man. We are
It's a
very
little- you're right,
critique.
It's a little, but he wanted that to be number one. See, from what I understand, when he was going to State, Steph Curry was the man. He never could get his props. But really, we know them other championships came because of Kevin Durant, right?
Right.
Now you're going to see Golden State fall off. I know they got a nice player, but you're going to see them fall off now.
Right.
What looks good is L.A., okay? But, no, I don't think...
He's scared?
I
You don't
don't
think-
I don't think that with Durant, I think he would have, but you got to consider, I don't know how severe that injury is and his age. What is he, 35 now?
Who's that? Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant.
I think he's like 32.
Around
Around there.
So I think he's 32 or 3, right? So you figure he's out this year. He's coming back at 34, damn near 35. That's a serious injury. He may not come out the same man. He gonna always shoot. I can't see him not being able to shoot. But you gotta have movement with that shooting. And see now.
So if that's the case, then it maybe it's a big thing that the Knicks didn't pick him up.
Well,
pick him up. Now let me tell you what we
I
got.
don't know why they didn't pick him up. I don't
Because
know if
he didn't offer. He didn't like the contract, the salary they was giving him.
Okay.
So they said no. We're
and-
not giving you 164 million
So did the
for
Nets
4
give it to
years.
him?
They Nets gave it
Well,
to him.
hell, I'll go too.
Okay, well,
I ain't mad at him.
All
You
right,
know what
no,
I'm
I
saying?
mean,
the
now
Knicks
moving-
had money. They had no reason not to give it. I think what really messed that up, they would have gave it to him, but because of the injury, and they know he's not going to play this year.
Okay.
So they would have been paying him for a whole year that he's not even playing.
Okay.
And they wasn't willing to do that. You
Okay.
know? And then they consider also, you always got to consider his age. I say like he's about 33, maybe he's 35 somewhere. They don't, that's at the end of your career.
Yeah.
I know when I played, with 35, you fall off. I don't care what Father Time going to get you. Look at Carmelo.
Yeah.
He's not going to be the same. We're always great players.
Well,
but we're
his
not the
agent
same
said
at that
he's
time.
better than 70% of
Can't
the
do
players.
nothing with your win for all the time. I don't care what you can train all you want. You're not going to have the same win. After 35, 36, 37, you look at all them other players that played to 40. They didn't play like they used to play. They were more passes, distributors, and they stand on the corner and took a shot. They wasn't the same player they was when they was in their prime. And you got young guys coming in there at 19 and 20 years old. You can't keep up with them. I still have the desire to play, but I know I can't do what I do back then. You understand? It's just not there.
Okay.
Mess around and run down there and collapse.
Now, are you familiar with the players the Knicks got recently? Like
No, I'm
Mitchell
not.
Robinson.
I'm going to look at it.
You're not familiar with Mitchell Robinson? Kevin Knox.
I looked at the draft in April, and I know they got the third pick guy.
R.J. Barrett.
Right. I don't know his game, but I looked at a few highlights and said, oh, he's nice. But who's going to be around him? They got rid of the whole damn team. Who's going to be around? So I have to study the team now. To see
Yeah, you
what's
got to
up.
get back
But
in there.
the good part about the Knicks, I can say, maybe they'll now start fresh and make new great players, because these guys are coming in from out of college and other places. They may make their own name now.
Oh, yeah,
And
I
that's what we
definitely
looking
think-
at. That's what I'm looking
I
at. for the
definitely
Knicks.
think the Knicks going to do that. And I, like I said previously in the previous interviews that I filmed, that I think the Knicks could have went further than where they did. I think it was some political matter with them trying to tank to get Zion Williams,
Yeah.
and it never took place.
Yeah, right.
Zion
right.
Williams, he went to the Pelicans.
Right. Yeah. See?
Anthony Davis left.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
See?
But I want to ask you an
But
interesting.
that's okay. You know why? Because look in the college and other places, there's other players that are coming up that the Knicks can't get, because now they should have cap, being that they didn't do with Kevin and a few other things they didn't do with Kyrie Irving.
Right.
So they got cap. So now you be patient and wait and scout the league and see what would accommodate who you do have.
All right.
And now them guys can probably take out the big names that we do know, like Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant, you ain't gonna see him this year, forget that. But Kyrie Irving, see, even in Boston, his game fell off. To me, his game fell off, because they was all looking just for him. You have to have a system. If you don't have a system, you're not gonna win. No one man. LeBron James look when he's there at LA. Now he got something to work with. See, he can win that way. Before, when he was with Cleveland, first 5 or 10 years, whatever it was when he was there, he got close to the championship but couldn't win. Look at Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan.
Yeah, it took Michael Jordan 7 years.
You see what I'm saying?
'Cause
Because
of the-
they didn't have the chemistry, the right connection. Now. So the Knicks is in a good position now. Not now, but 2-3 years from now, then you can look for something good from the Knicks. So we're looking at year 21, 22. Now we can get.
I think they're going to make some noise this season, though.
They can. They can.
For the beginning
Now,
of
they
the era
can.
that you're talking about.
Yeah, they can, but the experience they're gonna need, because they still young. Everybody, I know, you know how that is. When you're young, you want to do everything, and your coach they got a pretty good coach, so you got to tell them how to tame them down, and don't try to do everything by yourself, because this is a team game.
Right.
It's not an individual game. So if you play whatever and you get the right chemistry, they're gonna be all. And in a way, it's a good thing because now they got all young guys,
Right.
and then now they can pick up some more young guys.
Right.
And that chemistry, you got a new thing brewing now. It could be a new thing brewing.
Right.
Okay.
Now, I asked somebody this question concerning point guards, right? The history of Knicks point guards.
Yes.
I asked them, who was the greatest point guard on the Knicks? I'm going to give you two. You say Clyde Frazier.
I'm going with
Now, what you say? What
I like Mark Jackson next.
Now, I was about to ask you.
I like Mark Jackson next.
Mark Jackson
But you
and
gotta give Clyde his props, and it's a different era because he won 2 championships. Mark couldn't, but when Mark went everywhere else, he was good. Again, the chemistry. The chemistry. If you don't got the other guys and the other players to go, Clyde was just blessed at that time, and he said Earl gave him nightmares in Baltimore, but when the Knicks made the trade and got Earl, now it took so much off of him. You understand? He had another guy to go to. Bill Bradley was key.
Now, talk to me about Bill Bradley.
Bill Bradley was key. He was like Stephen Curry. He ran all the way around. You throw it in the corner, it's automatic.
So you saying
That's
he
it.
was the Steph Curry? He was the original Steph Curry.
He was a Steph. He's a white guy. He's bad, 6'5". You know, he was trying to run for president one time, I think. But nevertheless, Bill Bradley was bad. Dave the Busher was a good rebounder. Willis Reed did everything else down in the hole. And you had Earl and Clyde, and you know Dick Barnett after a while came off the bench, but he started before Earl got there. But that was a good chemistry. Nobody was a star. Everybody was a star.
Now,
Whoever got that ball, you know they can get 2 points no matter what.
so the key that the Knicks got to do is team basketball.
That's right. If the chemistry got to be there, and everybody got to play together. You never got it with Patrick Ewing. You never got it with Carmelo Anthony. Almost Larry Johnson was there. We almost got there. We would have won, I think, if that Achilles tendon didn't happen to
Patrick Ewing.
Patrick Ewing.
Yeah, because I think
Right
that's why.
there. That was
I think
just
this.
like Willis.
I think that's why he finger rolled instead of dunk in that series with Philly. But
That's a very. My brother had it. He played ball with me too. He had it. It changed his whole game. You can't stay with a person when you get that Achilles tendon.
so let me ask you something. In your eyes, did Patrick Ewing disappoint New York?
No, he did all he could do. He did well. And to play hurt like that, you got to look at your life first and the rest of your life. This is only a good 15-year thing. Yes, it's a lot of money, but there's a life after basketball, and that's what he had to look at.
Okay.
So I think he did. Patrick was our savior at that time. He brought everybody to New York. He gave us hope. But with him and Larry Johnson, I love my man.
Xavier McDaniels, remember?
And he died, 6'5", another tough one.
You talking about Anthony Mason.
Anthony Mason, right?
How you liked about his game?
I love this game.
Charles
He was
Oakley.
Tough, and Charles Oakley, they played the same kind of game. And we had it. It was just right there. But you know, Chicago had just a little bit more. I think if Patrick wouldn't have got hurt, we had that year. I don't think Michael played that year.
No, he did. He was in baseball.
We was supposed to have won that year. Unfortunately, Pat got that hurt, but they still should have took it. Like the Knicks, when Willis got hurt, Clyde took over.
Now,
I'm getting this.
Now, I want to talk
You had
about
the
that
Big
game.
Dipper.
I want to talk
You know,
about
you
that
had
game.
Will Chamberlain.
All right, now, Willis got hurt. He scored but 4 points, if I'm not mistaken.
So
And they gave him the MVP.
But
Why they didn't
because-
give it to Clyde?
Yeah, you know, if you going on that one game year, Clyde get it a lot. Clyde was my man. I emulated him a lot when I played ball. But Clyde, if you didn't have Willis, Clyde, they wouldn't have got there. You know, I believe Willis was the most valuable player on the team in that era. Clyde, and it's kind of vice versa, but you could get a guy similar to Clyde, just a good distributor, a good shooter, and you still could have won. But you needed Willis at that time.
Right.
A 6'9" center
Right.
Come on, we got 7'7" threes now. But he played guys way bigger than him. And he played. He played. It was the right. I thought about that at that time in '73. I said, damn. I know I wanted Clyde to get it, but when I examined it over and over again, I realized Willis should have gotten it. That was okay.
Willis did get it.
Yeah, Willis should have got it. That's what I said. He should have gotten it because that was one game. And what he did was inspire the rest of the people to win. Pat got hurt. They were supposed to pick it up. Clyde did what he was supposed to do.
How you feel about the John Starks 3 for 18?
That I didn't like. I think Pat Riley was the center. He should have took him out. He kept letting him go and he kept missing and he went, wow, that's what a coach supposed to do. I know he's my man, but this is another guy on the bench. This is professional.
I think we had Hubert Davis.
Yeah, you got another guy that, see, he's inspired. This is championship. If you see he didn't have it, because it's those games that I really want to shoot and I'm shooting, I miss. I used to pull myself out, let this guy go, and then you got another guy that can do it. And that's what happened. But that didn't happen with the Knicks. The coach with Pat Riley at that time, I kept saying, take him out, put the other guy, I forgot the other guy. Should have did it, he never did it. And Starks got a little high because he did a nice dunk on what
Jordan.
Yeah, on
Horace Grant.
No, on Mike. Mike was in
Michael Jordan,
right.
Horace Grant.
But that's just one play. Then after that, he went off and started missing. Come on, man, you can't, take him out. To me, he was a nut. Nice player, but he was a nut. You had another guard there he had a couple of guards there that could have took up that slack, and we could have won. But
now,
Pat Riley didn't do what he was supposed to do.
We're going to close it out with this. This is an important question, because you played with this guy, and you probably know him personally. If you was playing a full-court game, right, and Michael Jordan and Joe Hammond was standing on the sideline, and you could only pick one of them, who would you pick?
Ain't no question about the destroyer.
You would have picked Joe Hammond?
Joe is the destroyer. You could not stop him. He was unstoppable, period. I said that. I didn't watch Michael Jordan in person because he's younger than me behind me. But when I look and try to compare, you can't mess with the destroyer.
So Jordan couldn't mess with the destroyer?
Joe would shoot at will.
Huh?
Joe could shoot and make it at will. You can give him the ball, he'd just shoot it up when they didn't even have a three-point line. Get past the half, just past the half court, Joe shoot and walk away. Couldn't do that. Michael could not do that consistently like Joe Hammond. No way.
So.
And I sat there and watched. I watched. Earl Manigault was bad too. You had Herman. You had Charlie Scott. All of them. But everybody look around and say, yo, Joe.
Okay.
Damn,
so another question.
He was named the Destroyer.
All right. Three players. Because they said that Joe Hammond bust Dr. J's ass at Rucker Park.
Yeah. Yes, he did. You know he did. At the win, you know what? That dude go.
Come on, you got to stay in one spot. You got to
move it with me then.
All right,
go by and say, yo, good man, good player. That's it. Yeah.
Huh?
I have my time.
Let me say this. Who ass he didn't bust? That's what I want to know. Who ass he did bust?
Well, they say
if he guarded him.
He bust the Pearl ass, I heard, Rucker Park.
Who ass he didn't bust? That's who tell me that. Because everybody's a joke. Joe went on, he did what he had to do. That's it.
Because I know I interviewed Joe Hammond, and I asked him that.
Joe is a natural. That's all. He's a pure basketball player. He's a natural. It's like you say Michael Jordan is only one. You consider him the greatest because it's NBA. But if he would have came up there in the Rucker at that time, first he was too young, when he came up there, he would have got his too from Joe. Joe is a natural. Case closed, lights out.
So look into the camera and say that Joe Hammond would have bust Michael Jordan's ass.
No question Joe Hammond would have bust Michael Jordan's ass. Let me tell you something, I didn't think Michael was as bad as everybody think he was. Look at the era he's playing in. He didn't have all the bad players. He played with Walt Frazier and them, you had Dave Bing, he had a lot of bad guards. He wouldn't have done all of that. He couldn't. Those guys played defense. I'm not taking nothing away from Michael, but him and Joe Hammond, Ain't no comparison. No comparison.
And with that being said, y'all, we on Nicovelli TV.
That's right.
Make sure y'all like and subscribe. We got the OG here. He breaking it down.
That's right.
Talking about basketball from Knicks
right.
to the Ruckers, baby.
That's right.
And we out. Peace.
Peace.